turn my back, you laughing.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Hands up, please!
It's our time. It's our time. Where you at?
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
You draw Corker.
We got double up. No.
Here you go, kick.
Andy Dalton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Regular. 50. He don't know no better.
Watch the edge.
General West. Hey, Alpha.
They look to throw on third with Dalton. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man, Boyd. A good pickup there, 20 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 48 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. Jacobs was really good week 9 in the win over Detroit. 28 carries, 120 yards, 2 scores as well. And the Raiders are 8 games into their season, but Jacobs has actually already broken Marcus Allen's franchise rookie rushing record. He's at 740 for the year, and that puts him on pace for nearly 1,500 yards. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
57, Mike 57. I'm going to come back to you.
Express.
57 to Mike.
637.
Carr now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Strip that ball.
A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. That was off kilter. Offense up front, everyone was just kind of out of sync.
Well, from my perspective, that certainly looked like the defense just destroyed that play. Absolutely just took it over.
All right, so I'm going to revamp what I said. The defense was under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Maurice Hurst drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
It's 3rd and 1.
Despite only needing one, Dalton to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Throwing, Dalton, eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. From 3 yards out. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Carr gives to Rashard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Dalton bootlegs out. Sliding out of the pocket. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
We're good.
On 2nd and 9, Dalton. Open man is Ross, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 22 yards there, a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Under crunch. Hey.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 21-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have.
He's got a man. Complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought, trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So Dalton now. Got a man open. It's Ross. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Dalton here from the gun. He completes it to Boyd. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Markel Lee able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. From the 36, Carr. Jones has it. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him.
And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
57 to mine. 50.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
XVIII, 218, chopper.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll find Moreau here. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Down, 180. I got you, pop. Double tight, double tight.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Bust through the tackle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Jacobs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And they work this out past the 25. That good for 22 and a first down. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Off the bootleg. Dalton rolling to his right. He's going to into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Looking downfield for Jones. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On the draw, Richard. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
You better be afraid of me.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Carr now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 27, Carr. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, Carr. Complete to Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
Right down. 280. Later 2.
Carr now on 1st down. He completes it to Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Carr going to throw. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown from 6 yards away. And the Raiders get a score closer. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fast together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. He finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. A gain there of 21 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon, and he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 50-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Alert flare.
They'll run with Mixon. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready?
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And that will wind up just short. He had it online. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game. And that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Down. 185. 59. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And the pressure gets to him again. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Carr now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire 2nd half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the 2nd half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.